That was funny, Greg.
Live stream will be starting in about 3.5 minutes, so just hang out and stay tuned for 3.5 minutes until the live show starts. Thank you. Live stream will be starting in about 3.5 minutes, so just hang out and stay tuned for 3.5 minutes until the live show starts. Thank you. Live stream will be starting in about 3.5 minutes, so just hang out and stay tuned for 3.5 minutes until the live show starts. Thank you. Live stream will be starting in about 3.5 minutes, so just hang out and stay tuned for 3.5 minutes until the live show starts. Thank you. Live stream will be starting in about 3.5 minutes, so just hang out and stay tuned for 3.5 minutes until the live show starts. Thank you. Live stream will be starting in about 3.5 minutes, so just hang out and stay tuned for 3.5 minutes until the live show starts. Thank you.
For sure.
Welcome to our viewers. We'll be starting in about 1 minute and 45 seconds. Just hang loose.
For sure.
Welcome to our viewers. We'll be starting in about 1 minute and 45 seconds. Just hang loose.
For sure.
Welcome to our viewers. We'll be starting in about 1 minute and 45 seconds. Just hang loose. Welcome to our viewers. We'll be starting in about 1 minute and 45 seconds. Just hang loose. Welcome to our viewers. We'll be starting in about 1 minute and 45 seconds. Just hang loose. Welcome to our viewers. We'll be starting in about 1 minute and 45 seconds. Just hang loose.
Check. Hello. Hey, do you see you put mine higher? You always complain about mine.
Check.
You want me to even them out?
I don't care. Hey, do whatever you want. You're not going to do it anyways.
I just did.
Alright.
We're even. Well, wait a minute. You want me to even them out?
I don't care. Do whatever he's got to change this.
I just did. Hey there, welcome to Stuck in Beta. My name is Greg. With me is Josh and Josh.
Was that too long of an intro for you, Josh?
Hey, no, he was coughing during it.
Oh, was he?
He cleared his throat.
No, I didn't. Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah. He would have yelled at us.
Yeah, he would have.
See, you didn't even catch it. I caught it. But if we would have done it.
Oh, yeah, he would have yelled. Yeah, no, it would have been. Can we start over? He would have.
See, you didn't even catch it. Well, here we are again on Wednesday.
Here we are.
Yeah,
5 p.m.
You're already
Central
yelling
what
at
now?
me.
Central what now?
No, it's actually, I forget, what is it?
CDT.
CDT.
Yeah, that's what I said.
You're already could have yelled at me. Hey, what'd you guys do this weekend? It was Easter, you know?
It was
a little hippity hoppity
We were at the lake. It was
Easter.
beautiful weather. Spent the whole weekend on the boat.
What'd you guys do?
You know,
it was Easter.
Easter's one of those things. Now, take the whole religious part of it out. You
Our
know,
Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
take that out of it. Aren't a lot of our traditions just weird? Just Easter's kind of just a strange holiday. I mean, I guess you could
Eggs
say the
delivered
same.
by a bunny.
Yeah, I guess you could say the same for Christmas with the tree and all that stuff. But
And does he lay the eggs, or is it just?
yeah,
I don't know where he gets them.
Mike says there's a weird echoey thing going on,
A weird echoey thing.
but he's not sure. Maybe his computer.
Is it just? Well, check your computer.
Mine's off. But
He's not sure. Maybe his
it is strange. You know, you got the whole
Strange that he just
baskets.
Computer.
See you later. He went downstairs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there is a weird echoey thing.
Is there?
Something's turned up.
It's not me.
He just.
Baskets. See you later. He went
What about now? Okay. Oh no. Well, now we're troubleshooting on the live.
Yeah, live troubleshooting.
Here, wait. No. Well, now we're.
It's probably Greg.
On the live.
It's all Greg's fault.
See if it went out now.
Is there any way to test this prior to going live?
No, that didn't fix it.
Well, I don't know. There's nothing else. Here, let me.
Oh yeah.
They did.
What?
Yep, that's good.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry about that annoying echo.
Should we start over?
Dun, 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 dun. Hi, welcome to Stuck in Beta. We're talking about Easter.
I already lost a viewer.
And Josh is calling all of our rituals paganistic and not faith-based.
Did not say that. It is strange, though, that you have a basket, you go hunt for eggs. That part of it is kind of interesting, but
Well,
Delivered by a bunny.
delivered by a bunny.
an egg represents new life, so that's like that is a religious aspect of it. Although
I think it's slightly pagan.
You don't allow the chick to live.
I didn't
by
realize
eating
Greg
it.
had a theology degree.
I didn't either, yeah.
I do,
he's smart.
actually.
But he has a degree on everything.
Oh, sure. Just ask him. I'm sure Molly knows this by now, right?
So I had 8 years of Catholic.
I had 12.
Religious school.
And several of our watchers had 12.
Yo, there you go.
So in my family, last year we started a tradition that I completely forgot about this year.
It's not really a tradition.
So it's not a tradition.
Well, I said
That's
last
just-
year.
That's just something you did last year.
Anyway, so last year they started an adult beer hunt.
Oh.
So all the adults bring their own beer, and it's like a 6-pack, and you go out and hide them, and then you go, I think the kids or some of the older kids go hide them, and then the adults go out and find them. But I forgot all about it.
So the kids hide them for you.
Yeah, I think
That's
the
pretty cool.
They shake them up first.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
That's me.
Oh, see, good thing
Gosh.
you muted your phone.
So you didn't bring any?
So
beers?
my mom sends me a text that made no sense to me. She was like, "Okay, we're gonna be down at your aunt's house at 2:00. Don't forget to bring beer." I was like, "Okay, well I bring beer anyway, and I only brought a couple."
These are for me, not for hiding.
They were to drink. So I was drinking one. I only brought a couple, and I was drinking one, and then Lori had one, and then I noticed all these 6-packs sitting everywhere, and I didn't realize what they were for. Finally, I asked, and they're like, "Oh, that's for our," I forget what they called it, a
Beer hunt?
Beer hunt, yeah, beer hunt.
You said that earlier.
Cool.
And
Yeah.
anyway,
I like that.
Yeah, I like that idea.
So what was was there a common beer? I mean,
there was all kinds of stuff. People got. There wasn't anything like Bud Light or anything. I was really surprised.
That's
There was a lot
good.
of-
That's kind of surprising,
Yeah.
really.
There was a lot of just oddball
I don't
stuff.
mind, it's fun that they're all different, because that's a fun of
Right.
fun. Just like eggs, there's
Right.
different candies inside or whatever, right? Different colors.
No, they're chickens inside the eggs.
Well,
I get my absent-mindedness from my mom, who
told you to bring some beer.
who forgot to bring her beer.
After she told you to bring beer?
She set it on her table and walked off. But it sounded pretty good. It was some sort of cranberry, although you don't like cranberry, right? It was a cranberry.
Mike's?
I can't remember, but it might
Like
have
a
been.
cranberita,
Yeah.
or?
It was a new one, not a cranberita. But anyway, that was cool. I didn't partake because I didn't bring anything, and we had to leave early anyway. So
That's a
anyway,
shame.
next year I'm going to remember.
That's kind of cool.
So we should do that amongst us. Like, we should get...
We're going to hide beer in your house and you get to find it?
Well, no, we should have our own little celebration of that, because I don't have that, and that sounds fun.
You don't have what?
I don't have any kind of beer hiding tradition, which sounds pretty fun.
Yeah. I think alcoholics really hide their beer from their loved ones. I mean...
No, wouldn't loved ones hide it from their alcohol?
No, unless they're hiding their drinking.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So we have Friendsgiving. We need to have a Friends...
Easter? Friendster?
Friends, yeah.
Isn't that an app? That's an app.
Friendster?
Isn't it?
Friendster.
Or social media.
Social hookups?
I think it is.
No, that was before MySpace, Friendster.
Was it? Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Like Napster?
Yeah.
Man, we've gone from 8 viewers to 5.
Oh, God.
Well, we...
Nobody likes our pagan rituals.
So you did the regular... You just were at the lake? You
we did. No, we did Easter Bunny came Sunday morning, and we made deviled eggs. And my mom and Jackson dyed Easter, I guess Mom and Jackson and Annette. But Mom did the shaving cream dyeing of Easter eggs. Have you seen that?
No.
There's a video on Facebook on the social medias that you like spray shaving cream into a dish, like a 9x13 or a square dish, and then put drops of food coloring on the top. And then you take like a wooden dowel or a fork or something and kind of stir it around and make like a tie-dyed kind of color wheel thing out of it. And then you place the egg in it and let it sit for 20 minutes. And then you turn the egg over and let it sit for another 20 minutes in that kind of tie-dyed-y colored mess.
Huh.
It dyed the eggs. I can't say it was prettier than normal dyed eggs, but it was interesting.
When I was a kid, we always bought those plastic little those sleeves. You'd slip on the egg, like Mickey Mouse or Star Wars,
like an egg condom kind of.
Yeah, basically, you slip it on the egg.
Man, that's a big egg you're making that motion with.
Put it in boiling. We always had ostrich eggs.
Oh, okay, that makes the difference.
No, you slip it on the egg. You put it in boiling water. It shrinks down, and I don't know. That
made it hard to peel for deviled eggs, though, didn't it?
For deviled eggs.
Well, yeah, you make deviled eggs out of the Easter eggs when you're done hunting, right?
I just eat them hard boiled.
I don't eat eggs.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can do that.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't eat eggs.
Oh, okay.
So I don't care.
We made deviled eggs out of ours.
Yeah.
I love deviled eggs.
I do too.
Good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You put avocado in yours?
I've never made them myself. I just eat them. Never have.
Well, who makes them, Lori?
No, it's just when we go places. I don't think she's ever made them either.
So you just surf around looking for deviled eggs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless I noticed that they're sitting out for too long, which at my aunt's house, I noticed that there was deviled eggs out.
Man, calling out your mom is absent-minded, and then calling out your aunt is having possible food poisoning.
I'm not saying she set them out. I'm saying
we got
they
a
were
caller
there.
on the phone. It's Josh's aunt.
It just made me nervous. I don't know. Maybe they're okay left out for a few hours. I don't know.
I would think you'd want them to be
fully
cold.
Cooked,
yeah,
guess,
but
so. I don't know.
I'm sure there's some weird sickness you can get
So I
from
avoided those. They just...
No, but you can put... There's some recipe that... And we did it last year. I don't remember exactly the ratio, but you can remove like some of the yolk and put in either half or a whole avocado. And
sounds good.
It's really good. It makes it really creamy.
So it's a green center?
No, it's still yellow. It might be slightly green, but it's creamier than normal because the avocado meat is, I guess you could call it creamy. But it's good.
Creamy meat.
Stop it. Why are you taking the show that way?
I like my eggs mixed with flour and sugar and turned into a cookie.
So what did you do on Easter Day?
We went out with Molly's family. Last year we went to a restaurant.
Well, no, it's your family now.
Yeah, we went Sunset 44, and it's like a big restaurant or whatever. We had like Easter brunch, there's a buffet and all that. This year we went to some Italian place that I think it was our first year doing this breakfast buffet, and here we
go. Crabby complaining Greg.
No, everyone was kind of disappointed with the food.
Did you throw the table?
It was kind of subpar.
This is
The one thing that I'd have to say is
You ruined Easter.
you know how you have the trays out and they normally have the little sterno underneath. They didn't have that, so everything was kind of cold. You know, unless they just brought it out from the back.
Now that could get kind of food poisoning-ish.
Yeah. So we had that. We hid some eggs for Easter eggs.
Did you
the plastic ones?
Oh, you didn't continue the tradition of ostrich eggs?
No, we just did the plastic ones.
Now, do you put some candy and some of them with money?
Yeah, like little coin, because they're 2 and 4.
Just the two little guys.
Yeah, two
So you
little
put
guys.
like $100 bills or anything?
No, we didn't. Now my dad,
He puts
Logan's a
$100.
little old for hunting still.
Yeah.
And they're at his house. The Easter Bunny would always put little notes in the egg, like candy in some, notes in the other, and some of the eggs would say, "Ask Uncle Greg to give you $5" or something like that. And I'm like, man, this Easter Bunny. I mean,
Was it your dad helping the Easter Bunny do that, or was it Jeffrey?
I probably, because there was one for Jeff to give money
that's
too.
funny.
Oh, man.
So but we did that, and then we had pizza over at my parents' house.
Pizza?
Nothing
Yeah.
says Easter like pizza.
Yeah.
Well,
We've done that on Christmas before.
I had pizza that night.
did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
It's our new tradition.
We barbecued.
Pizza's
sorry,
good.
you don't fit in.
anytime.
We've done pizza for, I think, Christmas or Thanksgiving with the Nets family before. I mean, why not?
Yeah.
It saves a mess of
Easy.
headache and
Yep, I
stress
agree.
and drama. And,
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
This just in: everyone loves pizza.
I do love pizza.
Yeah.
So what's next?
So, Greg, I've noticed, because I'm friends with you on the Runkeeper, and all of a sudden this week things started popping up. You're a runner again.
Yeah, I've been running. Yeah, every morning
The interesting thing is, I get these notifications that just pop up, and historically it always just said Greg completed a run. Well, now he has these taglines to it because he posts a comment, and the one that I literally laughed out loud at was whenever it came up and it said that he was running with Lulabelle, who's the more
portly one.
portly schnauzer. And it said, we were going along really good until Lulabelle had to drop a deuce.
Yeah.
Hey, that kind of works it out, doesn't it? I mean,
I was hoping. So I ran with her yesterday and this morning, and I was hoping, because that was. And she sucked this morning. I'm sorry. The dog would not run with me very well this morning. So
and that's like carrying or pulling a suitcase behind you.
well,
Anchor.
I mean, she's not
Yeah.
going to go anywhere if she doesn't want to go
I'm
anywhere.
sure Molly is.
No offense, Molly, but
yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
But yeah, she's kind of over what some would call overweight. But so am I.
Well,
so that's
so
why the two fatties running and
You're trying to get her to slim down a little bit, too?
trying to. And, we've been walking in the evenings, too. But, running with her, when you're on your way home, all of a sudden she's like, oh, home, there's food there, and then she wants to run, And so this morning I let her out. I let her out early, let her outside in the backyard, hoping she'd do her business and all that before we'd go run. But, of course, like, maybe 5 minutes in, and I'm out 25 minutes maybe. 5 minutes in, she's like, I gotta go, so I had to carry that around for a while,
oh, you carried it with you?
Well, what do? You gotta pick it up.
Find a trash can and throw it in the trash can?
it was...
It's not
It
trash
wasn't
stains,
until I
it's grits.
passed Magic Market down the street till there was a dumpster.
Oh.
Are you unable to, so what I do with Yoshi...
I just throw it in someone's yard. Huh?
No, what I do with
fertilizer.
What we typically do with Yoshi is she gives that sign that she's about ready to go. But she won't go unless she's in a a grassy area.
Private area.
Yeah, kind of private.
We passed
some
grassy
privacy.
areas, so.
But I like keep her in the street, or I keep.
Oh, so you
kinda
keep her
tugging-
from going number 2.
Yeah, until we get to a point that's like a wooded area or whatever, something like that.
Poor
So-
Yoshi.
Well,
Oh
she was,
God! See,
she was in a grassy area.
no. I mean,
No,
would
but
be
he's
somebody's-
saying he's restricting her ability to take the.
Well, come on.
I don't go in somebody's yard. Well, no. Here's the thing: is she could be like in the house and just wandering around, but it's like you said, it makes her have to go. I mean,
Oh yeah, right.
it's no more than, if we're taking a walk or something with her, it's no more than 100 yards. I mean, and she's like ready to go. I mean, it's
You don't have
like
the bags with you or
in the
anything?
same-
You
no, because I just kind of guide her off into like to a wooded
He's
area.
one of
or
those
something.
guys. He didn't pick up the poop.
Yeah,
You know,
we discussed this.
You can
episodes
buy
ago.
a roll
Really?
of them for.
Yeah, we did.
You don't pick up the poop?
No, never.
That's wrong.
Yeah. Where do you leave
I
it?
take her in like wooded areas.
Somebody's
or,
yard.
Someone's yard.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
behind their tire on their
You
car.
should always pick it up.
Front
Come on.
porch.
Don't be a hoosh.
Why?
You're supposed
it's
to.
in
It's
a-
common courtesy. Now, if it really truly is in a like a wooded,
Yeah, like
there's not a house,
not a house,
it's not
nothing.
a front porch. Then
Well,
I give you a
have been
pass
known to
on
guide her
that.
to a front porch.
So, yeah,
Greg's
I
front
mean,
porch.
well, I mean, what if she's in someone's front yard or something?
He doesn't let her go in the yard.
I don't
he
go.
said.
Yeah, that's what I
He
said. I
makes
don't let her
stay
go.
in the street.
We stay in the street and she won't go. It's only when she
I
gets to
think-
like her comfort zone that
I
she's
think
like,
the next time you need to poop, Lori should stand in the
Yeah,
in the doorway
put a
of the
cork in
bathroom
it.
and say, "No, you're not pooping."
"Oh, come on, seriously, that's like my life." I mean,
Is
you
pooping?
always
That's
have to
weird.
like wait.
Oh.
But there's a comedian who had a bit on that about how we've completely flip-flopped roles here. And like if aliens came down and were looking at us, they'd
Seinfeld,
see.
yeah.
Was it Seinfeld?
Yeah.
I thought it was Jeff Foxworthy.
And whoever it was, they said, there's this creature. They say, take us to your leader. Obviously, the dog is the leader because they're
Picking up his poo.
They're guiding you and they're following you around. You're connected to this leash, and then you're picking up.
Were you working with me when our coworker had the big hissy fit about dog poop in his yard, and he put up signs and caution tape around his yard
No,
with
I don't
a picture of
remember
it?
that.
He put up a sign, and this ex-coworker of ours, lived in a subdivision, and neighbors were apparently walking their dogs down the street, and dogs were taking a poop in his yard, and they weren't picking it up like Josh. So he
Just
would,
like Josh.
he would get so mad about this.
Yeah.
He printed out signs and laminated them with a picture of a dog pooping with a line with a line
cross,
through
the
it,
little-
and printed out another sign that said, something about you
Citizens
poop,
arrest.
your dog poops in my yard, I poop in your yard.
And was there a picture of him pooping?
Yes, there was, and he put like steak.
Yes, there was.
He put pictures he put stakes in his yard and put yellow caution tape around his yard. Made it this big drama. I mean, you have to see it
Was
when
that
you
Joe?
walk. Yes, it was.
Well, and listen, here's the funny thing about this. So out of the three of us, I'm probably the most conscientious of my own yard. You guys, Greg, I mean,
If the
come on.
grass grows,
Yeah. And I've had dogs in my neighborhood that have come up and taken a crap in my yard.
I
and
can't say it-
big poop, and it doesn't bother me.
I can't say it bothers me. It's an annoyance, but I can't say I'd put signs in my yard.
No,
that say,
nothing like that.
"You
What
poop in
bothers
mine,
you
I
is
poop
when
in
you
yours."
step in it, really. Come on.
Do you really walk in your yard?
No, but if you're going out to get the
How's
trash...
a yard for?
Well,
Why do I have a yard?
you know,
So the moral of the story is Greg picks up poop, Josh doesn't.
No, I do not.
I don't know how we
Never have.
gotten to that, but yeah.
So have you guys
That is
seen the rash of new movie trailers that have come out recently?
Probably, yes.
No, you haven't. You avoid
I know.
trailers.
We talked about this
Yeah.
pre-show. You weren't here,
Oh.
but so have you?
Well, we had the meeting.
we had the meeting that Josh was absent
Yeah.
for. So, Greg, have you seen the new Star Wars trailer?
So, it's a teaser, actually.
Sure, it's not
So
a full
it doesn't
trailer. It
show
doesn't really
very
show much
much.
of anything.
And
But have you seen
have.
it? Did you watch it?
I have...
Okay.
And, like, you don't really see anything.
I mean, you see Rey I mean, you know it's Rey
Yeah,
training.
you see,
And she's lifting rocks with the Force.
you see basically all the people from.
No, you don't see Chewbacca. You don't see R2-D2. You don't see C-3PO. You see what could be the back of Princess Leia.
Which it is.
They said that she will not make a CGI appearance in this show.
Yeah, because they were done filming it before she died.
That's true. Yeah.
So we should make a way where we could flip to this during the episode.
Oh, we can't.
See, but I don't know. Would we?
Yeah, Lucasfilm will sue us.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
well, we're not
Disney.
making money on this or anything.
That's Disney.
Yeah. Or that you know of. Greg's
Breaking
pocketing
it in.
the money. How do you
Yes,
think
I am.
Yeah.
So it's 2 minutes 12 seconds
How do
long.
you think I have these gold?
We're 30,
mice?
30 seconds into a
It's been
2-minute
black screen
teaser. Well, no, it just showed an ocean scene. So
Yeah,
now we're seeing a
It's a lot of the island and Rey. You can tell Luke is training her in the Force.
okay.
Then you see a smashed
and that's how the
Kylo
last-
Ren mask.
Yeah,
That's how the last one ended, right?
where she found him
that was
on that
Rogue
island.
One.
No,
Spoilers! I haven't seen it yet.
Seriously,
Oh God, I'm sorry.
that
I
was
don't
not
know.
Rogue One.
What was it called?
The Force Awakens.
Oh.
Jesus!
Jeez.
Come on. If you're gonna talk,
Blasphemy.
Is that the one that I
you
saw
gotta
with you?
step up.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
We
Yeah.
saw that together.
Yes.
Come
on!
Right,
That was
You
like
her-
hurt my feelings.
that was like the fifth time we saw
Yeah,
it.
it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
By that
Sleeping
time.
through it by then. So yeah, so the interesting thing to me in
that's
this is, I guess it's Luke's quote near the end. It says something like the Jedi must end.
So, and okay, he says the Jedi must end, or yeah, you're right. It's something like that. I don't know the quote.
I think it's
verbatim.
the Jedi must end, something like that.
But-
which makes you think the Jedi is going.
And there's a scene in there. Remember at that one point in Force Awakens,
That's when he says it right there.
she has this vision of that everything on fire and Kylo Ren walking through that or whatever.
No, I don't remember.
You don't remember that?
No. I guess I need to rewatch it.
Anyway, it appears that maybe old Luke Skywalker may join the dark side or something.
No,
Come on, why?
No.
Why is it the Last Jedi? Okay, there
because
can't be
he
two.
probably dies.
The last.
Come on, this
I mean,
is
there's
Star
one.
Wars. Someone dies.
Well-
Someone that your heart is tied to dies.
So this is like supposed to be like way, like you haven't been in the future beyond this episode, right?
Right.
Right.
If you're chronologically.
But he-
I was waiting for you to say Star Trek and Captain Picard or something.
He does act like I'm done with this. You know, I'm done with this shit.
Which to me is the same mentality.
Now we got an explicit rating.
Yeah, thanks, Greg.
Throwing this
It's normally
lightsaber-
me, but thanks, Greg, for taking. I was doing really well, so that opens it up.
So now you
Open the
that's
door.
all you
Can
want.
go.
Open the
Yep.
door.
All right. Hot damn. So
Damn, there's
so
one.
To me, it's the same mentality that ObiWan had when he was killed by Darth Vader. He was done, and he wanted Luke to see that. And I think that's what we're seeing
F
a
this
preview.
S.
Hey, Molly,
Right,
can
right.
you hit the snooze?
So I
Sign
think
to-
that's what we're seeing.
Like falling asleep like
Yeah,
she did
he
last year
shut-
whenever
hush.
we were doing
Oh,
the
come
computer
on.
talk.
Come on.
All right, sorry, nerds.
Anyway, I think that's what we're seeing here. I think that's what we're seeing from Luke here. I think he's gonna die. Just putting it out there. Put it on the,
It's pretty
on the
logical.
chalkboard. Luke dies.
You're probably gonna see them all.
You know,
eventually.
really, if it says the Jedi, if he says the Jedi must end, does Rey die?
all of them die.
I mean,
End the movie.
why not?
People are like, wait a minute, what happened?
Why not? They killed everybody off in Rogue One.
Yeah, but we knew
I mean,
where that was going.
that was a Splinter episode, but I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying.
I didn't recall a rat in that one.
Shut up. This is not Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So, go ahead. Your next movie trailer.
Thor?
Yeah, did
I
you not
actually
see
watched
that?
this.
I haven't
I
seen
saw
any of
this. This was really good too.
So I don't like really. Okay, the first Thor was
How many has there
okay.
been? 2?
There's been 2.
Yeah, but there's
second
a number
one.
of Avenger movies.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, but there's been 2 Thor
It's not like
movies,
my
right?
favorite character. Okay, let me just put that
You
out
don't
there.
like the long, flowing blonde hair.
Women like Chris Hemsworth, and he is a very charming man.
He's a twin, right? He has a brother,
Yes,
Liam Hemsworth.
yeah.
And he's married to Miley Cyrus, or was married to Miley Cyrus.
I don't know all the TMZ information.
You don't?
I don't.
Come on.
However, are you watching the first Thor?
There you go, Greg. Molly's calling you out. Greg didn't hang up his new studio decoration.
I know. Thor Ragnarok is what you want to look up.
Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty funny. So continue with your story.
Anyway, this one, they dubbed it a couple years ago when they said they were shooting a new Thor movie, and Hulk was going to be in it.
Yeah.
They said this is going to be like sort of a buddy movie between Thor and Hulk, because at the end of Avengers 2, Hulk
Takes off
in that
Right.
Quinjet. We don't know
Right.
where he went. We don't know where he went. We've had all these other movies. Civil War, we saw all the Avengers
except the Hulk.
And yeah, it'll be a while. You should watch it.
When does this come out?
It comes out November, probably.
Okay, so the new Star Wars, someone's buzzing,
Christmas.
is December 15th. Yeah.
Man, you
are
I don't know
Mr.
what it
Popular
is.
tonight.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
So anyway, you could see Helena. Helena is the bad guy in this, right? Yeah, Helena.
And Jeff Goldblum is in
Goldblum?
it. Yeah.
She grabs the hammer,
November.
destroys it. You've got lots of action,
Jeff
and all of a
Goldblum.
sudden
Loki's back.
they put Thor in an arena, and he's about to fight someone. Who
Almost
comes?
like
Who comes
hang
on?
Hang on.
Oh,
Very
sorry.
gladiator-esque. Very
Yeah.
gladiator type.
Yeah, he's got the helmet. His hair is short now. No long flowing hair.
Long flowing hair.
It was in the
Yeah, but
opening.
they cut it off.
And see, look who comes out. It's Hulk. He's in his battle gear.
I wish you had the audio up. That's hilarious.
He goes, yes! He gets all excited, Thor does. And he goes, he's a friend from work! And
A
then,
friend from work.
yeah. And then he's like, oh, crap. Wait. Like, he's going to kick his butt there or something.
Hulk still comes and tries to fight him.
Oh, okay.
It looks pretty amazing.
It looks pretty funny.
amazing.
He's breaking out the A word already.
Amazing. Wow.
So, if you give me that at the very beginning of the movie, I don't want to watch any more trailers. Usually, you know how me and
here we
trailers.
go.
I'm surprised you watched these two.
I know. I came in our meeting that you missed.
Yeah.
I was talking about, and he's like,
get my
"Yeah, I
haircut."
watched him." I'm like, "Holy crap!" Greg actually watched a trailer.
I don't like spoilers. Trailers spoil things for me. If I want to see a movie, I want to see it fresh, or as fresh as I can be. I put on deodorant,
Take a shower
take a
beforehand.
shower, scrub down.
Scrub down.
Yeah.
What the hell do you do during the movies?
Well, before I go to the movie.
What the hell? Why isn't this?
Well, should we go ahead and have our snack before we jump into the other topic?
Sure, I got some beer too.
Hang on.
Yes,
So I was
beer
on
and
my-
a snack.
You know, he's not taking as much care this week in keeping the snack hidden.
No.
Oh, I haven't seen him grab it
I
yet.
hope it's something
Not
good.
spicy.
What did we have for snack last year? Oh, it was the jerky.
The jerky, which was good.
It was good.
I wouldn't mind eating some more of that. Oh,
I think it was later that night. I was still burping it.
Were you really?
When I would.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
you
it was
saying that.
really hot.
It's a bottle. Oh, it's right here.
Yeah, it was good. It was
So-
really good, but
I drank during our pre-show meeting that you missed. I drank more of the whatever the spicy bourbon he had, and it is a hell of a lot hotter than I remember from last week.
it was hot last week.
I've drank quite a bit of that.
Hey, how do we
What
get
do we
this
got here?
open?
What are you doing?
I don't
So-
know. So this is
They're
from.
not
Oh, here we
got
go.
it.
So
You
this
got
is
it?
from Old Hickory Brewery out of. It's in North Carolina. Is it Nashville?
Hey, we're back up to 7 viewers.
Yeah.
Welcome, 7
Hickory,
viewers.
North Carolina. Okay. Now, I remember Hickory because when I was in high school, I had this Hickory Mudcats hat.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, or not Hickory Mudcats, Hickory Crawdads.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do remember that. It was whenever
story.
no, it was whenever
Those
we
minor
were
league hats.
whenever we
really
were in high
popular.
school, we were able to wear hats to school.
Really?
Something that at the time was very rare across high schools back in the 90s, but also now you would never find that anywhere.
Did you poll the high schools?
For whatever reason,
I think high school kids at our local high school can wear them.
really?
I think
No way.
so. I know middle school kids can.
To school all day?
Yeah.
So, yeah, and some teachers would make you take them off.
What's this called here?
This is the Event Horizon.
Whoa, that smells fantastic.
So-
It does smell really good.
So I walked into a liquor store in Asheville, and I said, "Hey, what is
Hey, Mr. Barkeep Man.
I said, "I'm looking for something local, and I'm looking for something rare." And he goes, "Well,"
Wow.
he goes,
Man.
here's what I'll give you." And
Did he
found,
give it to you?
Yeah, well, I mean, I had to pay for it.
Oh, so he didn't give it to you.
But he had a lot of good selections. This was one of them. This is called the Event Horizon.
What was his name?
I don't know, but he had a dog, and Molly got to play with the dog. So she's like,
It was fun for everyone then.
because I got beer for you to look at, and I got a dog for her to play with. So this is the Event Horizon. It's an Imperial Stout Imperial Stout Ale brewed with honey aged in bourbon barrels.
Oh my God. This sounds amazing.
This one I like a lot. This says that it was the winner of the World Beer Cup in 2012. And
Wow.
bronze award in the wood and barrel aged strong stout category.
That is wonderful.
That is a good beer.
That's
very good.
Awesome beer.
What year is this one? Does it say on there?
What's the vintage?
15 or
It
16?
says right there.
16.
Good year.
Yeah, it says released each year in the late fall, early winter. This is great.
This
Man,
is
like
really
a very,
good.
like a dark chocolatey.
Yeah, but
really dark
it's got a
chocolate?
really good sweet on the tail end of it.
Yeah.
You want me to give you the spiel on here? It
It's
says
not like the nasty bourbon barrel aged
Now,
things
come
that you
on.
normally subject me to.
Don't
the Event Horizon is the point of no return. Once you have entered the realm of the supermassive Imperial Stout, you are there for good. The cosmically heavy body sucks you in. It is man, this
PG
is just
show.
a bunch of prepare your tongue to be spaghettified. Anyway,
It says
there's a lot more.
brewed with honey.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a mead then?
Man, it's good.
This is really good. You know what this would be good with? Like on a cold winter night
I hope something sweet.
in
Not
front of
a-
a fire with a big fat stogie.
I'm not a stogie guy.
You would be.
Yeah.
How about a
We could
big
convert
fat Goo Goo Cluster?
Goo Goo
What's
Cluster.
a Goo Goo Cluster?
Well, this is a Nashville, Tennessee tradition.
Tradition.
That looks good.
So they do it more than 1 year, unlike Josh's beer hiding.
Yeah, it's a candy that they make down there. I don't know how available it is here, but it is.
I've never heard of this. Have you heard of this?
No.
Made
Goo Goo
with
Cluster.
real milk chocolate.
Goo-goo.com.
Sugar, peanuts, corn syrup, cocoa butter.
Yeah, I
All
was
the good
hoping they'd
stuff.
have like an actual
I'll look it
description.
up.
Oh,
Goo Goo Clusters.
Goo-goo.com. Seriously. Googoo.com. Yes, it's on the wrapper.
Googoo.com.
Googoo.com.
Huh.
To all of our listeners, if you want to follow along, Josh is going to read from Googoo.com if the page
This
loads.
looks fantastic. Well, the page is
Doesn't
not
look like the
loading.
page is going to load. But seriously, it says visit us at Googoo.com.
There we go.
What are those? Oh, those are carrots.
So, I believe it's toffee, nuts, caramel, chocolate.
Oh my god. Wow.
So that's good.
This is the best treat and beer combination you've ever supplied, Greg.
Besides bourbon, this is the best treat. Yes, I agree.
You're welcome, I guess.
This is awesome.
So, down in when we were in Tennessee, there's an actual Goo Goo Cluster store that you can go to, or kitchen, whatever, where they make the Goo Goo Cluster. I think they make some of them there. I don't know if that's like their main plant, But they have lots of merchandise with Goo Goo all over it.
Holy crap!
And they have different flavors.
Good.
They have some peanut butter, and I think there's a few other flavors. I can't remember the flavor.
There's peanut butter, Supreme.
This is just the original.
What's special about Supreme?
The Goo Goo Supreme is made with real milk chocolate, caramel, pecans, marshmallow, and nougat. Since the 80s, continues to be a fan favorite.
What's the original?
The original says, made since 1912, combination of candy bar is still made with real milk chocolate, caramel peanuts, and marshmallow nougat, available in packages of 3 individually wrapped clusters for your snacking pleasure.
These are freaking ridiculous.
So, in this kitchen store we went to, they actually made Goo Goo Clusters shakes, milkshakes. And so I got one of those.
Dear God.
And that was amazing.
Did you have diabetes when you were done?
I did.
Wow.
It was really good, though. But it does pair well with this beer.
Yeah, this beer is... Man, you hit it out of the park
No
today,
kidding.
Mr. Mouchon.
Finally! Episode 38.
After all the spicy jerky and weird
No
candy.
kidding.
What was that crap he had the weekend or the week before the?
That was a miss. The sriracha candy.
Yeah,
candy.
the sriracha cotton candy. The
Can't be
the
winners.
jalapeno gummies. This has redeemed Greg as snack provider of the show.
Yeah.
What? That just means I gotta get more.
I know. This is ridiculously
Yeah, this is good. This is really good. Good job, Greg.
All
Keep
right.
up the good work.
Take another trip.
Yeah.
This beer is fantastic. What's the ABV on it? Does it say on there?
8.5.
It's a strong one.
So,
That Goo Goo, man, that's good.
what else you got?
So I wanted to jump into this topic, and maybe we'll spend a little bit of time on it. So let me set the scene here a little bit.
All right, spin some words of magic here.
Somehow or another, I got myself a subscription to Popular Mechanics. I don't know how they just started showing up in my mailbox.
I get stuff like that all the time. I think it's from Amazon.
Really?
I got Bassmasters. I'm like, why do I have Bassmasters? all of a
Fishing
sudden?
magazine?
Yeah.
So this is the third issue that I've received, and I think it's pretty good so far. But this is the May 2017 issue, and the cover says "Smart Everything." So it goes into it's a long bunch of like short stories or short I don't know what you call them, write-ups from different I guess they're different writers for the magazine, and it's about how the world is kind of evolving towards everything being these like gadgets, these smart gadgets that can do all this stuff for you. And I thought, for you two guys,
I've got a couple in my house.
yeah, you two guys, we've talked about this quite a bit. How you've done, how you've migrated towards.
We probably got the same two in our house.
Yeah, you guys both have a Nest.
Yep.
And
I have a Logitech Harmony remote.
I did have one. I don't have one anymore.
The one with the big touch screen.
I had one about 15 years ago.
Yeah, that's when I got mine. Probably not that long ago. Anyway, continue on, sir.
you have a Google Home, right?
Yes,
Isn't that what it's
right.
called? So- which is kind of similar as the Amazon Echo. I mean, it does-
competitor. Yep.
does similar stuff. But what was interesting was like some guys, so there's like, I don't know, 5 or 6 stories in here. Some guys are like all for it, and then there's the other side of it, which is me, who's like the late adopter, I would say. So in my mind, like a lot of that stuff that you guys have, while interesting and intriguing, like I'm afraid to jump on board with it because I'm kind of concerned that it'll break. It's expensive, more expensive
Oh,
than
yeah.
It is expensive.
than your traditional. Like if you were to go get a Nest, what are they?
$250.
Yeah.
You can get rebates and stuff
But
like that,
yeah,
which bring
right.
the price down. But
Yeah, I got a $100 rebate on it.
programmable thermostat, probably like $50 or something.
Right,
I don't
but
know.
the enjoyment you get out of telling Google Home to turn down your temperature is well worth the $250, Josh.
You know, one thing I've noticed with my Nest, there's this airwave setting. So
Yes, there is.
yeah, basically your air conditioner it cools down to the proper level or whatever. Then it turns off your compressor, and then it continues to blow the air around to cool it even more.
That is a good idea.
Because it seems a lot cooler than it used to be.
Really?
Have you noticed your electric bill going down?
Yeah, it's been less than it has been in the past.
Remember last? Yeah, never mind.
So I thought this was kind of an interesting couple of gadgets that this one guy reviewed. So this guy's name is Neil Pollock. He had a toothbrush, which is a Philips Sonicare FlexCare Platinum. It's $200.
Sonicare.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
But I've had it for the last...
Well, it's not the platinum version.
It's not the
that's
platinum
connected to your phone.
Oh, it doesn't do any of that. It just brushes your teeth really well.
And then they also have this, it's a Wi-Fi, it's called a Bemor connected coffee brewer. $329 for a coffee maker.
No, stupid.
So, okay, so we're
I agree with that
understanding how
too,
far you guys
because
go.
You can't... A coffee maker, yeah, you could turn it on or whatever. You still have to load it with the water.
Right,
You have to load it with your coffee.
Well, in this case, I think the way that this thing is set up is that it soaks your coffee beans and then it grinds them and then it brews the coffee.
Yeah, so what?
You still need to add water, though, right?
So this guy says
your water line.
he set it to pre-soak the coffee grounds, leading to a richer tasting cup. Previous mornings it worked, but that day in my bright kitchen, the app timer had faltered and nothing was brewed. His wife grumped out of the bedroom and pressed the manual start. 2 minutes later, as I was fumbling with some waffles, I noticed boiling water emerging from the Bemor, getting all over the counter. And then his wife returned and said, "Stupid apps are ruining our lives." So it just a lot of these things. A lot of these are like reviews, and they fail.
Right. And I would chalk that up to more of a faulty piece of hardware than necessarily the app's fault. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah,
I mean,
probably.
that's the coffee maker's issue,
Right.
not
And
it being connected.
There's some things that there's not a need for it,
Right,
Is there a
exactly.
need
Smart
for-
toilet.
Yeah, like, I don't need Bluetooth toothbrush,
No, that's stupid.
Right. And this is one that I think you may struggle. I'm really good at parallel parking. I don't know why. It's just something that I've always been really good at. But they have a lot of these cars now, like the Lincoln and there's a Lexus, I think. There are actually some Fords that do the self-parallel parking.
I've got a story about this.
Go ahead.
My parents just bought a brand new van, a Chrysler Pacifica, and it's got that feature in it. And I'm like, let's go try this out. Let's see how this works. So we drove down Festus Main Street. I hit the button, and it said, continue driving forward, and we'll find your spot. Okay.
Yeah.
So I drive forward. It says, press on the brake, and we'll take over from here. Okay, fine. So I press on the brake. I let off the brake. It says, release the steering wheel. I let go of the steering wheel. That damn car parked itself closer to the curb than I would have ever gotten.
Really?
Parallel park. It was amazing. It was really, really cool. It was really cool.
I guess...
But, so here's a caveat to that. To me, it is only useful if you're in an environment where you have to parallel park.
Yeah, you're not living.
The
You don't live in the city.
Asbestos doesn't require you to. I mean, you can on Main Street, but the vast majority of the parking spots are behind Main Street, so it's not an issue. But if you were in St. Louis every day,
There's a lot of cars now that I'm seeing advertised. Toyota and a few, I think Hyundai. There's a few of them that have the smart
cruise control,
smart assist or whatever they call it, where they kind of brake if you're if you're about to get in an accident.
Yeah,
it'll brake for you.
Experience this too. So their car has that. It has it's ACC. It's called Adaptive Cruise Control. Have you heard about this?
Where it changes based on something that's in front of you?
So if you set your cruise control, say I'm doing 75 miles an hour down the highway, and you come up to a car that's going slower than that, your car matches the speed of the car in front of you until you change lanes. Then it goes back up to 75. It is. I mean, I drove down 44 and didn't have to touch the brake.
Really?
It was really.
That's cool.
That's neat because how often does that happen? That happens a lot.
Some of that, I don't use cruise control.
Some of that stuff is cool, but some of it you really have to be careful of because, like as this guy says, He's saying that the problem with self-parking is ultimately it's a parlor trick. The car handles the labor, but you still provide the key intelligence. Is the spot on the left or the right, parallel or perpendicular? Is it near a fire hydrant and all that sort of thing? So you're
It's
kind
an
of
assist, more of a do it for you type thing.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, it does do it for you, but you still, you have to be there. It's not we're not in self-driving cars yet.
right.
You could
But
say that
Tesla is working towards
Yeah, and
that.
I'd love to.
I heard that Tesla has some really good, what they call autopilot.
Right,
now.
autopilot,
Yeah.
yeah.
And you have to be going like at highway speeds for it to take over, though.
Right. But it through GPS and everything else,
So-
it knows the roads and it can navigate around other vehicles and all sorts of
Right.
They're releasing their new, I won't say economy, but their lower priced model this summer, and the rumor is that new Tesla will be $35,000 sticker. If that's the case, the next time I'm buying a car, I will seriously look at a Tesla.
I think it's S model, right?
It is the S model. From what I'm reading, it's about a 270, 250 mile radius on the
Right.
batteries, which, we go to the lake a lot. That would get us to the lake, but it wouldn't get us back from the lake without recharging. So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is that
As time
still
goes-
a four-door, like a
four-door sedan?
sedan model?
Uh-huh.
Still, that's, 35,000.
It's a lot.
Greg, my truck was 45,000.
Well, yeah, but you're
And
a
if
truck.
if you're not paying for fuel,
Annette's car was, I think Annette's car sticker was 32, and you're not paying for fuel. To me, it's a hard argument not to.
yeah. Some of the other gadgets that they kind of review in here is there's some Athos shorts and like activewear that can like tell you like how hard you're working and how well you're working in your workout, that sort of thing. And it's just like some of the stuff people, some of these writers are saying it is
So are
completely
most of
useless.
these connected, I guess, Bluetooth?
I don't know.
Bluetooth or wireless, I would assume.
Well, but so if they're wireless, that brings up a whole other issue with those, security.
Hackable.
They're all hackable.
Well, Bluetooth.
Well,
Yeah,
but you can't, with Bluetooth,
You'd have to be out in the
still
front
require
yard.
the phone. If they have Wi-Fi and they're connected to your Wi-Fi, they could be taken over in a zombie attack and
Well,
take down a website.
They do go into that about
Zombies with Bluetooth.
Is it safe?
Right.
And about hacking and all sorts of things like that. So some of the things that they go into about, like, I don't know, would hackers really be that interested in, like they said,
My heart rate when I'm sitting on the couch watching TV, no.
right? But they could like totally disrupt, like, I don't know, like I forget what they put in here, but like the coffee maker and just make it continuously
Well,
brew, or turn on your radio and up at full volume.
to me, the larger
can't
concern
control it.
with these, they call it IoT, Internet of Things devices, is that they can be used in a zombie attack and not the zombie that you were referring to,
right.
Walking Dead. But the last couple major internet outages have been dynamic denial of service attacks that have been used or leveraged some of these smart home devices to attack websites or website providers to cause an outage. That, to me, that's the larger security
Right.
concern, that these devices could be leveraged or hacked due to poor security, poor passwords, admin passwords, not necessarily user passwords, to make an attack or cause a disruption of service, large disruption of service on the web.
the internet.
That, to me, that's the larger concern
Yeah.
versus knowing what my resting heart rate is while I'm watching
Right.
Survivor.
Well,
who gives a shit?
It all comes down to who's providing the service, too. I mean, you're getting a Google Home or something from Google or Amazon, or what's another one of the, they're reputable suppliers, businesses that,
Yeah.
that.
But Nest is owned by Google, and
Yeah.
the story was that last zombie attack against one of the major DNS servers was part of it was done by Nest devices. So, I
Well,
mean, you
you
can't
know-
say.
Now that when I think about it, my Nest, you have a separate login, and it's not a Google login.
Right. It's not SSO to Google or anything
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. So, I don't know. I mean, some of that stuff is cool, but like, you were talking the connected shorts. I think that's stupid.
Yeah, some of the
I mean,
stuff
why
is-
would you buy that?
This was one that we looked at actually over the weekend before I read this article. My we're thinking about redoing our kitchen in a couple months, and my wife wants to get all new appliances, and we looked at the refrigerators, and there's this Samsung Family Hub.
Is that the one where you can knock?
I don't know about
Or
that.
where you
Okay,
can
continue
see,
store.
it has a camera inside.
Yeah, it has
You
a
can see-
camera
yeah.
inside of it. It's like a giant screen on the one door.
Yeah.
You can ride on it, and
Oh,
it'll,
that's
like,
cool.
connect to you. So, and here's my thing. My kids were all like, "Yeah, it's cool," and it says it retails for $4,000, but it
Oh
was
my
like
God.
it was like $3,000, which is still a lot of money, but that's how much it was at Home Depot,
You got that in your pocket right now, don't you?
of course. And that's the thing. Like refrigerators, I mean, really, all they really need to do is keep your
Keep your
stuff
food cool.
Right.
Now, this thing had all kinds of cool stuff, but my refrigerator now is at least 12 years old.
Ours is
okay?
15.
And it still functions fine. It has some weird noises every once in a while, but what's that thing going to look like 15 years from
Right.
now? That,
No,
that
I agree.
screen.
Well, and the commercial I saw recently, I think it was for an LG. It was similar to that, but on the right panel where the LCD is for that one, you could tap twice on
Yeah.
the door, and it would go from an opaque
Yeah.
look to a clear look, and you could look
Yeah.
literally inside the fridge.
This one does
which
that.
is kind of cool. You could, instead of opening the door
Right.
and looking, you tap twice, the door becomes see-through. You can see inside the door.
How much energy or cooling? How much savings are you really doing by looking
How
through?
long do you stand in front of the refrigerator with the door open?
Well, this guy says interior cameras make sense. When you're at the grocery store, you can check your phone to see if you have eggs. I mean,
So I was talking about that last week about ordering online.
Yeah.
the Walmart
Yeah, you were.
ordering.
yeah, you were.
And when you're at home, you can just
right.
Well,
That's-
so at what point will this become the camera inside the door is able to scan the barcode on your cream or milk and knows the level of the container?
Yeah.
And if it's so low, it auto orders.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That would be.
Have like
That would be really cool.
have like a Connect. like,
Okay,
in there where
so this is
Yeah.
broadcast.
There's a
That
laser.
is my copyright. This is
really
my
cool.
intellectual
like
property
milk or whatever, and it just
Right.
kicks out.
It goes
you
on
never
the list
have to
immediately. It's on
That
the
would
list.
be awesome.
Yeah.
little sensors all over the thing.
Well,
Yeah.
and this
Talking
guy
about a
says
$10,000 fridge.
Yeah.
eventually we'll get to a point where AI, I guess artificial intelligence,
Yeah.
will move the oldest food to the front. So kind of like, rotating
Yeah.
out your inventory.
Or
Yeah.
just throw it away. I mean, Jesus.
Well, that's the point. You're trying to avoid throwing it away.
Oh, yeah. Do you? I am not a leftover person.
I love leftovers.
I don't eat them.
There's not very often that I have, well, maybe very rarely that I have 2 gallons of milk in the fridge and it'll.
You have 2 gallons of milk.
It's
in the
very
fridge?
rare that I only have 2 gallons of milk in the
Yeah.
fridge.
How much? Yeah, we talked about
talked
this.
about
I
this.
think.
We go through about 4 or 5 gallons a week.
God,
That's some milking.
Six dozen eggs,
we struggled to go through.
6 dozen eggs a week? Oh my god!
if not 8. Some weeks 8.
You need to get some
Wow.
chickens, man.
I got 3 teenage boys.
Can you have
Well,
chickens in your town?
I got four kids.
My buddy gets 3 a day, 3 eggs a day from his
Really?
chickens.
That wouldn't work.
Well, you
No,
could
no.
have.
Yeah, I need
you
a lot
could
more
have
chickens.
More chickens.
Yeah, we can do that eventually.
I'd be
Yeah.
doing that.
You get
And
a
that's
coop.
the direction I would rather go.
Go
is
to
that
Buckeyes, get
direction.
yourself some chickens.
Yeah,
They're cheap.
I would much rather go that direction
sponsored by Buck.
Yeah,
than to go into the smart refrigerator.
You want to live
smart
in the woods.
chicken.
Yeah, I do kind of. But then it goes into the home security, which I know you have some, and I'd like to get
I
into.
recently started getting some of these cameras, man. I
I
Nest
really want to
cams
go
look
in that
good.
the
direction.
Nest cams are expensive. That's the
you get a
problem with
2-pack
the
for $350.
Yeah, but then you got to pay the monthly fees.
Yeah.
It's $100 a year per camera. You have 6 cameras at $600 a year. That's expensive to me.
Oh, it's per camera.
It's per camera.
Well, one way or another, that's the direction I would like to go. I would like to get a couple just for peace of mind, just in case something were to happen. I would know that I could.
I am very pleased with the 2 cameras that I purchased for about $70 a piece. They're on my phone. Throw an SD card in them, 32 gig worth of storage, motion sensing. I'm very pleased with that.
And then finally, it wraps up with this guy. He says the title of his article is "I'm not sure," and he sounds kind of like an old curmudgeon. He sounds like me. His name's David Owen, and he says, I already owned an overpriced gadget, my Fitbit, that encourages me to get off my butt by vibrating when I've been sitting for too long. And now I also own an overpriced gadget that encourages me to stay on my butt by allowing me to turn on my coffee maker without getting out of bed. They can't both be right. So his smart gadgets are working against.
Well, yeah, we're all going to be like the fat people in Wall-E.
I totally think that is
drinking
the
some
future.
Slurpees. Yeah, that's a good movie.
When our bones don't connect, the joints don't connect to each other.
Man,
I thought that was a really good article.
Are we almost done?
We're getting close.
So I got a quick story about Jackson and bad lyric not lip syncing, I guess, but you always screw up lyrics to songs. I'm sure you
never have.
Yeah, shut up.
Like what is?
Excuse me while I kiss this guy.
Yeah, right. A good example. So I guess Annette and Jackson were in the car and kisses rock and roll all day. I
want to rock and roll all night.
So Jackson is singing this song with the song, and I want to rock and roll all day. And when it comes to the next lyric,
all night. Come on.
Oh, sorry,
You're
all
the
night.
one that's
Sorry.
wrong.
Yeah. So he says, and part of every day instead of party every day. Yeah, that made for a good laugh all weekend. Yeah,
and part of every day,
and part all night, and in part of every day. I mean,
well, you got to sleep in there.
You got to take a break, man.
Sleep. You got to eat.
You got to rehydrate.
So it's just part of
every day.
Just part of every day, but all night, man.
all night,
all night, and part of every day.
I remember when I worked in a storeroom with this guy, and he'd put on KC all the time, and he never knew the words to songs, and he'd always sing them
like Gene.
I knew they were wrong, but I just go with it. Aerosmith's "Sweet Emotions" would come on, "Sweet Emotion." He'd go, "Oh, remember this one, Sweet Ambrosia." Yes, they sang about a gelatin dessert.
That's awesome.
I remember that.
Ambrosia's not gelatin.
Isn't that the foamy?
It's mushrooms. It's,
ambrosia.
Man, what have I been drinking?
Ambrosia?
It's marshmallows and fruit and coconut and there's
that's
no
what I'm talking about.
gelatin in that.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
Sweet ambrosia, man.
Marshmallow and fruit.
Yeah, no gelatin.
Okay. Well, so
top 40 hit, Sweet Ambrosia, man.
So I'm going to Vegas next month.
Yeah.
And
what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
It stays in Vegas
Unless it's crabs. That right
follows you home.
Isn't that what the line is? That follows you, or
I don't know about all that.
Crabs. It was shit. What was it?
So while I'm in Vegas, I was looking at who's going to be down there and all that.
There, not down there.
Out there. So we got. Listen to the people that are going to be down there. We got
out there.
Down there.
It is south of here,
No, it's bullshit. It's south.
Are we on the same longitudinal line?
I look at the
like
Earth.
West.
The Earth
of
has
course,
no.
but it's southwest.
Okay, whatever. Okay, so Billy Idol.
It's not like Florida south. Come on,
Billy Idol.
Ooh, that'd be good.
Britney Spears.
Oh, that's where I'd be.
Cher.
We know where you. You and I'd be front row center, man.
Cher
throwing our underwear on stage.
Yeah. Journey.
Ooh,
that's not bad.
That'd be good. They just got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
And Warrant.
I'd say Journey or Britney.
Yeah.
You'd probably do Billy Idol, wouldn't you?
So is Britney out there still on that long?
It's not a regular thing. It's like every couple weeks.
She's there a few nights at the Planet Hollywood. So
yeah,
man, that would be
looks
cool.
like Billy Idol. I don't know if he's just playing a couple nights while we're out there.
Wow, I would like to see Britney out there. That would be great.
To be honest, I wouldn't mind seeing either one of
Britney.
those.
I saw your lips. Your lips started to say Britney.
Your lips said Britney.
Yeah. your heart says Britney.
Your eyes.
Billy Idol. Britney Idol. Britney Spears.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah,
I'd have to say Journey or Britney. I mean, Journey would be great. It's the Asian lead singer.
Yeah, I was going to say
it's not. Stop! Don't.
I'm not.
So yeah, I'd probably go Britney.
But he sounds
Journey.
just like the Like,
It's not the same though.
it's really close.
Perry?
Steve Perry. Yeah, thank you. I was going to say Steve Miller.
Steve
Yeah, wasn't right.
Perry. I don't know. So out of all those, you would pick Brittany.
Yeah.
I probably
I
would.
Yeah.
All right, I'll have to
I
talk
actually
to
didn't
Molly.
hear the rest that you said.
You stopped there. I heard Billy Idol, and he said Brittany, and then I'm like,
I'm out.
does she do costume changes?
He already bought
Oh,
tickets.
man. He sends me pictures all the time.
What? I don't know what you're talking about. You're on Instagram, too.
All right, so Brittany it is.
Can you get
Really?
her autograph?
No.
Are you
Wait
going
till
to-
next year when we all go together and let's see Brittany?
Okay.
If she's there,
Man.
What if she's not there?
you should go now and get her autograph for Epley.
He's not autographing gonna do him. He'd be like, oh boy, I could have signed it myself. He would know.
Did she touch this piece of paper?
Yeah. Are you really that into it?
No.
No, that's
Okay.
he doesn't want her autograph. That's not what he wants. So where can you find us, Greg?
Hey, every week we're here
In your basement?
in my basement, the studio.
Yo, sorry.
Sweet
Ambrosia.
Hey, find us on the iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher. Search for Stuck in Beta. You can also go to stuckinbetapodcast.com, and we have all links to all our social networks and all our other stuff.
We have a social network?
Yeah, and also go to our email us comments, suggestions, like
You suck.
No, don't tell us that. Tell us what you want.
You're awesome.
Tell us what
Now
you
we're
wanna
going to get
see.
a lot of you suck emails.
Yeah, we are,
Stuck
too.
in Beta
Mike-
Podcast at
Michael's.
gmail.com.
Send us topics, what you want us to talk about.
Sponsors, you email us? Huh?
Yeah, sponsors.
We're very popular.
You want to buy us beer or send us a snack? We'll give you a 5-minute. Well, maybe not a 5 minute.
5 minutes.
We'll talk about you during our snack.
Although
segment.
we sometimes ramble, so
yeah. What?
no.
Not me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We had so much this week we didn't even get to it all.
Right, we didn't. Molly wanted us to talk about Wonder Woman.
The Wonder Woman trailer,
Didn't
yeah,
happen. Didn't
yeah.
happen.
So I guess I'm gonna have to do the outro because
Yeah, I'm distracted.
he's distracted by
Probably
trying to
ordering
buy his phone.
Probably ordering his dinner.
No, I'm buying Britney tickets
buying Britney tickets
For next year, right?
for while Greg's out there.
All right. So we'll see you next time.